we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. A rather underwhelming start as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, it's a good route by the wide receiver. He gets to the middle of the field. I think he just took his eyes off the football.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Aggies come to the line in the hurry-up. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Finds a soft spot in the middle. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Oh, he makes the catch. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. That ought to be enough for a Utah State 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He'll keep it himself. Didn't get nearly enough done on 3rd down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Broncos offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And what a performance. An aerial show from this guy in the last game. And he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. And the Broncos are in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
The counterplay is a great play to mix in with your base concepts. Obviously, everybody flies to the football, bang. Now you pull a guy, you go backside, give him a little counter, keep the defense off balance.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Give to the running back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5.
Turning it on! That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off play action. Makes the grab. It's Luna. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. How about the little toss out to the fullback to give him a touch?
And you said little toss because they're not trying to throw bombs to the fullback. This is a guy that's going to be more of a possession wide receiver, but if you can depend on him and he can catch the football consistently, you can get those little gains, those positive gains, and keep the defense a little off balance.
4th down coming up.
It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Working the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Aggies in the hurry up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs that can move and run all over the place and give you so many options is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
This time on target. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying play action. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Here's a heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Now they'll run the draw. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached the break, and Utah State holds the lead. And we've reached the end of 1. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Bishop. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Quarterback making checks. To throw, it's Roper. It's complete on the right side.
Hey, quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bishop. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Broncos are marching down the field. They try to pop a run on the draw. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Utah State. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Mississippi State is down, but not out of it. Not with those cowbells ringing inside Davis-Wade Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Looking to throw, it's Roper. Sends it downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
You know, they say sometimes for quarterbacks the hardest throws to make are when the guy's wide open. How do you miss that throw if you're the QB? Just put air on it. You can underthrow.
Pulls it in on the right. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And the Broncos racing to the line in the hurry-up. Try to get it to the edge. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far. Makes the grab past the marker. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll try the counter. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Broncos pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Out of the gun to give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line.
Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. All down at the 18-yard line. A solid return after that interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take...
There he goes. Got the first down and more. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Firing to the right, complete. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give from the gun. Breaks the tackle. And he was running with authority, especially with that stiff arm for a solid gain on the play. Looking to throw on 3rd. He's got the tight end. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Takes the easy one to the back. And he used that spin move to put him in the spin cycle and gain extra yardage. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Aggies have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
And the Aggies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The RPO, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Throws to the wideout. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Aggies. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are
Welcome to Boise, Idaho, and Albertson Stadium, home of the Boise State Broncos. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Utah State Aggies, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Boise State Broncos. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. To the air, it's Roper. Finds the tight end. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The Broncos want to move quickly. On the ground, it's Bishop. Oh, he's got some space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Davis. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Off the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Picks up the first down. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They'll ride the hot hand. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Leaves it with the back. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And the Broncos moving quickly to the line. They'll run play action. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it's incomplete. Wade. Looking to throw, it's Roper. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Under fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looked.
He's got it. First down and more. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open.
And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. A very productive play on first down has now set us up with his 2nd and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Trying to find the end zone. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. They come to the line of scrimmage full of guts, passing on the field goal attempt that would give them the lead and going for the touchdown on 4th down. Back to throw, it's Roper. And that one is picked off in the end zone. The tag. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Utah State.
And talk about a turn of events. 4th and goal. The defense is able to step up. They're not just going to swat this thing away. Force the incompletion and get the offense back.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick-6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
The Broncos want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
And I expect them after that incompletion to go for it here on 4th down again. I know they're in their own end of the field right now, but we talked to the coaching staff coming into this one. They said, we are going to be aggressive no matter what. We haven't seen the punter in this game yet for them.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Stands in and takes the hit. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to pass. It's Roper. He'll take the deep shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after. Wants to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly. Makes the grab inside the 30. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll run it again. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Now the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
I love it. I'm never of the mindset, take a knee, go to the half, whatever, man. If I could try to find an opportunity to put some points.
Looking for a deep man. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they get... Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield. It's Roper. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Broncos have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And that is his 5th interception. A nightmare. He is not. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He tries to take the top off, and they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They're going back to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? The Broncos want to pick up the tempo. The play action fake. He fires one deep down the right side.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break. Boise State ready to send out that offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive balls.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Fires to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
Coming up, 4th down.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that 4th down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy is not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Roper. Throws to the tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team, because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Pass interference. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. 4th down and 12 is 4-down territory for this offense. Unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete. Welcome to Boise, Idaho, and Albertson Stadium, home of the Boise State Broncos. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Utah State Aggies, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese. They'll give it to the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. And the Broncos headed quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. To the air, it's Roper. Makes the catch. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Now, 4th down.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job on the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, that's pretty good.
Leaves it with the running back. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Has to get there to move the sticks. How about that defense? Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Roper. Bringing the heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. He lets one fly deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance.
He's going for it all. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, going to the air. They stop him short of the... They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it set up on the outside. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. And that one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0. Working that wide receiver screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to pass, it's Roper.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Another incompletion on third down.
I know this offense has gone for it a couple times early in this game on fourth down, guys, but with this field position, I'd be surprised if they decided not to punt the football away here. You're just too backed up. You can't risk not getting it and just gifting your opponent great field position.
Going for the big play. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's wrapped up after... Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a nonprofit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Thanks to grab. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Broncos will hustle to the line. Back to throw, it's Roper. Got his man. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. He leaves it with his back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Davis. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looking downfield on first down. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And that's...
Wide receiver going in motion. Going right to work up top. Rushes on him. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Right on target this time. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The give to the back. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Broncos with the 1st and 10.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
With the catch, it's Davis. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Makes the grab. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking for a man. It's Roper. The sure hands. It's Davis. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Off play action. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown Broncos! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Hit as he throws. pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that Smurf turf, sign me up for another half in Boise. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above the Smurf turf.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running.
The 18th, and your Boise State Broncos.
Boise State ready to send up that offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
Keep it on the ground. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Broncos come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to get the edge on the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The offense has converted just 1 time in 4 fourth-down attempts, but they'll try it again. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down and still on his feet. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and if it breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Broncos kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The give to the back. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Broncos, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll leave it with him. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They'll go to the fullback. Tough, hard-nosed running. He got 3, but he needed 4. It's 4th down and 1.
4th down coming up.
Trying to do it on the ground. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Broncos pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Boise State. Offense gets the job. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Broncos are in the hurry up.
Brings up third down.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Roper. Makes the grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Catch in the middle, it's Davis. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Finds his back in the middle. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Dumps it to the back. They almost had another interception. They're trying to set records out there.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over, and they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Got his man on the right. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Looking downfield, it's Roper. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Oh, they're after him. They get to him as he throws. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Makes the catch. It's Bishop. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
4th down.
On 4th down, looking to pass. The incomplete pass makes... sends it back in motion. He'll start this drive firing. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Broncos can really attack on this 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Roper. Right down the middle. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger... Boise State ready to send out that offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Broncos are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can...
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Fans of defense probably love this game, guys. Fans of offense, not so much. But fans of winning? Oh, everybody's a fan of winning, and they found a way to get it done.
A win is a win is a win is a win. It doesn't matter how you get it done. This was not pretty by any stretch. Phenomenal defense, offense. They've got a lot of work to do coming up. But at the end of the day, David, that's a happy locker room.
Yeah, you know what? You pretty boys say it's not pretty. That was beautiful. That was gorgeous. You talk about hitting people. You talk about tackling. You talk about physicality. Yes, please. I like all those. That's pretty to me.
That will put the wrap on